2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, coming off a loss in the first game of the season, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. And one of the dynamic players we'll be seeing tonight is Draymond Green, so instrumental in the Warriors' championship run in 15. Shaq, he's a guy who can do it all on both ends of the floor.
He got great speed, strong enough to guard any position from the 1 through the 5. He has great defensive instincts. That's why he got second in Defensive Player of the Year voting.
Yeah, he was second? Wow. You know, but he turned himself into a three-point shooter, which he was not in college. Then all of a sudden, this guy's shooting threes, knocking down. He averaged actually 1 per game, Ernie. That's an incredible accomplishment for a guy who really wasn't a jump shooter.
You have a year like that, and then you've got to follow it up. You see Draymond Green following that successful 2015 year up with a better year coming up.
You know, hopefully after winning the championship, he doesn't get cute. Hopefully he says, you know what, I'm a defensive guy, I'm a defensive stopper. This is where I make my name. Even though I was hitting those threes, I'm not really a three-point shooter. I'm a defensive guy. I got to shut people down.
Being cute's not bad, though.
Now with the tip-off coming up shortly, we go courtside to Kevin Harlan. Kev.
I wouldn't know nothing about cute. I'm sexy.
We're live from Houston, where the crowd is on their feet. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And guys, we won't be seeing Trevor Ariza, who is out and injured.
Yeah, well, when he got hurt in their last game, Kevin, the hope was that it wasn't too serious. We now know that's not the case. You really just wish him all the best in the world in coming back from it, but it's a tough blow for them.
Really just a tough loss. I mean, it looks like it will be, guys, a long road for him, but hopefully with the help of the team doctors, he can make that turnaround as quickly as possible.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Durant, Maurice Spates out there with Green, then it's Curry. And it's Thompson in at the 2.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
Now Beverly, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson, and they'll keep possession. Howard's shot is good. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Thompson for 3, good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's 8 points for Klay Thompson.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Down low, here's Howard, and he jams it with authority.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Here's Beverly after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Here's Beasley. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now here's Harden. 38 points for him last game against Denver. Brewer, good. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Thompson inside the line, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Thompson's got 14 points.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Thompson's got 19 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Beverly wide open. Here's Howard. Soft touch off the glass.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates really, really strong.
Thompson for 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show.
Oh, wow. That's a beautiful jam. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 24 points.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Beverly with the ball. Oh, just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
And it's time for an injury report. All right, now let's get an update on Klay Thompson. Doris, what's his status?
A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. A discouraging development for this team so early in the season. We'll see what kind of impact it has on them in the long term, guys.
Doris, thanks for the update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Green kicks to Thompson. And the 3 ball is good. Thompson's got 27 points.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the 3-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Pulls up on the wing. Good. He hits the jump shot. He has 29.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Nuggets.
And really, they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game. I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Thompson's got 31.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Beverly against Curry. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Good.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
Harden, no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Curry with it. Beasley covering. Green dishes to Durant. On the wing, Thompson fires the 3. That's good. Thompson's got 37. And for Kerr, so much was made of how much pressure he had to face to get the Warriors to improve. Inheriting that team from Mark Jackson. Greg, that was a good point. He passed that test, though, Clark, I think, with flying colors.
Well, first time that a rookie head coach has won a title since the NBA's inception. I think that says it all right there.
Curry outside. Second shot opportunity. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Houston making some changes. Capella's checked in. And Monty Eunice subbed in for Michael Beasley. Beverly with the ball. He's got 5. He feeds it to Brewer. Kicks it to Capella. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Monty Eunice, and it's Durant with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
And here's Beverly after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And the basket by Brewer.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
And he gets it to go.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
And he gets the bucket. Monty Eunice has got his second bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Beverly after the made shot from Klay Thompson. And Beverly kicks to Capella. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hander. The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now, here's Beverly. 5 points in the game.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column. Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
Off the inbound, and the layup is good. Godalak's got his first points of the night.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job #1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft, and Clark, his mom, was a Division I volleyball player.
And, you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And Beverly kicks to Brewer. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Spates, no luck. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The away team, they lead by 18. We've got more in store for you right after this. And Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow, and he gives us some insight into that philosophy.
I think it's another level I can go to. You know, always can be better. That's how I look at things. Teammates need me more than ever now. Coaches need more from me, so I got to dig deep and see where I can find it from.
Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get that and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with his new coach? Where does he really want to be?
You know, the truth is, no one but Kevin knows the answers to those questions. And quite frankly, he may not know right now what those answers are. He's a very unique and introspective kind of guy, as we all saw when he accepted that MVP award a couple years ago. So let's just stay tuned on this one.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
you know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
Down low, it's Jones and Howard together. Harden out there with Andrew Goudlock, and it's Beasley in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now, here is Harden to the inside. It's stolen by Green, and it's time for an injury report. For an update on Stephen Curry's injury, let's go to Doris Burke.
He said he's having back spasms and it's causing him a lot of pain. That's a bitter pill for them to swallow at such an early stage of the season. It really changes the look of this entire team, guys.
All right, Doris, we will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Durant. Wade against Harden. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and that is good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside. You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Speights with the block.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game. And Maurice Speights last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Goudlock, guarded by Kerr. Jones, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. And the wide-open shot from Green. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feed. Green's got his first 3 points of the game. Rockets have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Goudlock passes to Harden. Screen by Howard. Here's Goudlock. 5 on the clock. The Rockets with another miss.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
And here's Harden after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Will it go? The Rockets with another miss.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
Now Harden after the missed 3 from Iguodala. Screen by Howard. Back to Harden. And stolen by Speights. They break it out 5 on 3. Releases. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Here's Curry. The Rockets making the shot. That's good.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's Jones. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Jones, no luck.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that. Area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Here's Goudlock. Harden outside. Three-pointer. Good. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
High post shot. Knocked away. But they recover it. How about that jam? I mean, just beautiful. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell you
there.
what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
And he gets it to go.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Harden against Wade. It's Harden with the drive. Howard can't hit. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And here's Harden following Draymond Green's three.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Now, here is Harden. He has 7. And that one is good by Beasley. Beasley's got 8 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And here are the Rockets now, following the miss by Draymond Green. Howard in the post. Spates on him. Howard's shot is good.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Fires for 3, and Spates with the basket on the assist by Curry. Spates has got 20 points.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. And that's 10 points for Beasley.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Gaudelak, guarded by Curry. And Gaudelak kicks to Jones. It's Beasley on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the 3. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I have talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
From deep, they get... the rebound. The kick out to Spates. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Spates has got 22 points.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Moment here now for an injury report. For an update on Stephen Curry's injury, let's go to Doris Burke.
A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. That's a bitter pill for them to swallow at such an early stage of the season. It really changes the look of this entire team, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans are hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And for the team, they're going to have to make some major adjustments during his absence.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Capella's checked in. Montezumas comes in for Jones. Brewer is checked in for Michael Beasley. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Andrew Gaudelak. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
They've done a lot of things right in this game, but one thing they have to improve on is their ball security.
Yeah, better to be lucky than good because they've got the lead despite the miscues right now. If they clean those up, you have to like their chances.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Durant kicks to Spates. The three from Barnes, and that one's good.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Now, here's Monty Eunice. And here's Harden. Monty Eunice has the open look. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Monty Eunice has got his third basket of the night. And, guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
And that's where the struggles have been, in the half court, Kevin. They just have not been able to execute.
Well, that's when you got to rely more on your defense and try to get out in the open floor. Oftentimes, you can develop your rhythm offensively when you get easy baskets.
Spates. The shot is off. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The away team delivering the blowout. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with Dwayne Wade. And, Dwayne, what about the way the offense unfolded allowed you guys to get things going?
We just gave each other some space. The court was open a little bit. I think Coach did a great job of making some adjustments. We was all being able to attack.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. His three-point stroke was a thing of beauty. He was very consistent, knocked down 7 total, giving the defense nightmares out there. And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about...
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Complete domination. What a game for Thompson. He's got 39 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
Yeah, and Clark, you could... tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Durant is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Spates in at the 5.
And, guys, Patrick Beverley, a perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. Now, you know, Beverley is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
Brewer's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. The shot by Curry, no good. The Rockets shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Beasley the screen. Here's Brewer. Connects from three-point range. Brewer's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Wasted no. No time on that one.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Curry from 13 feet. It goes down. Curry's got 28. Points for the game.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Beasley the screen to the paint. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Beverly. And that's 13 points for James Harden. Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. On its way from Curry for 2, Drain for 2 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Beverly dishes to Beasley. Harden, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Harden's got 15.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Oh, like that? You go home, boy? How does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, my goodness.
Fires for 3. Another miss by Harden. Gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And Durant gets it to go.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
The tray. And it's Beverly missing.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
And he gets it to go.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
And Howard with the stuff.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
Thompson from long range. And it's good. Thompson's got 42 in the game.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Terrence Jones is checked in for Houston. Smith comes in for Michael Beasley. Here is Harden. He's got 15. Another miss by Houston. The pass to Curry. And Jones sends it back. They recover it, and he gets it to go. And that's now 10 points for Kevin Durant.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
And the basket by Jones.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And the officials call a traveling violation. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. James Harden is second.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
The Rockets making a switch here. Goudlock is checked in. Down low, here's Jones, and Durant sends it back. Green kicks to Wade. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Wade's got 5 now.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Iguodala, the pass to Curry. That's good. Curry's got 35.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
They set the pick. The Rockets again can't hit. Got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Now let's see some numbers here on Steph Curry. Great showing for him last season. First in free throw percentage. Third in three-point field goal percentage. And he was also one of the league's most aggressive ball-hawking defenders, finishing top 5 in steals.
And, you know, as you said, Greg, fantastic at the free throw line last year. That's a tremendous asset for any team.
And it's good. Curry's got 37.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 4 assists in the game. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
The feed to Smith. To the middle. Here's Jones. Makes it off the glass. Jones has got 4 points this quarter.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
And it's Curry again from deep.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
The open shot by Brewer. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night. Brewer's gone 6 of 8, so shooting well at 75% here. There's the dish to Green. From deep three-point range. Kept alive. Throws back up. Shot's good by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 7.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And there's the call on Durant. Houston making some changes. Capella's checked in. And it's Motiejunas in for Smith. There's the screen. Beverly dishes to Capella. Used that pick to get in close. Capella's got his second basket of the night.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't.
Oh!
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. Now, here's Brewer. 15 points in the game. They grab their own miss. Green with the block. And here's Iguodala outside. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 5th assist in this one. Curry against Beverly. On the wing, Brewer trying his luck deep. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverly, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now Beverly, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Motiejunas kicks to Beverly. Puts it up. But they'll get another chance. Here's Capella. Great D that time from Green.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
You know, talking about Beverly, his wrist injury really changed things for the Rockets at the end of last season. Suddenly, 37-year-old Jason Terry had to take on big minutes at the point, and he was serviceable, but they missed Beverly's toughness on defense particularly.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
For the Rockets, Beasley comes in for Brewer, and it's Harden in for Patrick Beverly. Now, here is Harden. He's got 15. Inside, Motiejunas. Great D that time from Green.
And going back to the one thing with Patrick Beverly, his shot could still be more consistent. Last year, he was down in shooting averages across the board, including just 38% from the field. It makes it very difficult on your offense when you have an inability to space the floor.
Thompson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. Now, here's Green. Michael Beasley missing his last shot.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
Got it off in time. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know,
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And for Houston, they're shooting straight 49% from the field. Andrew Gaudlock is out there with Terry. Then it's Decker, then it's Smith, and it's Jones in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Livingston, that's good.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
Terry, the pass to Smith. And that one comes up a bit short. Being a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Here's Azili. Good on the triple.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
And that one's good. 14 points for Terrence Jones.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Got that one up quick.
Really no other way to put it here.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of they both shot the ball since the break.
Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
That's tipped. And here they come. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got 14 points now in the second half.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's the 3, and that one's good. Livingston's got 20.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Screen by Smith, and it's Terry off the drive. Let's go. Misses off the left iron.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
And just way too early to tell how this year's group of rookies will turn out. But just from an early look, they seem to be a group that can contribute. Definitely not going to be a class with a small impact on the league.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. The steal for the finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure. Elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
Smith sets the pick for Terry. Another miss by Houston.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Deep 2 from Rush, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Harrison Barnes.
Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Screen by Jones. The wide open look here for Terry. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
That's a nice drive there, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
Here's Livingston. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Livingston's got 26. For Houston, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Screen by Smith, and it's Terry off the drive. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Feeds to Decker. Screen by Smith. Back to Terry. 6 on the shot clock. Steps back and shoots. It's deflected. And here's Barnes for 3, and he gets the bucket.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
Rush gets the bucket.
For 3.
The Rockets shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Jones for 3. It's rebounded by Livingston. From deep. They get it back. Rush.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That's his first personal foul.
No good on the free throw.
Well, there were a few complaints last season about how the playoff seeding was done, most notably in the Western Conference. Portland was the 4th seed for winning their division, but without that division win, would have been the 6th seed.
Montejunas is checked in for Jones.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Here's Livingston. Drills the three-pointer. Livingston's got 32 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Into the playoffs last year with Portland being a division winner, but getting that 4th seed, that played a huge role in this conversation about playoff seeding structure. San Antonio would end up playing the Clippers in the first round, even though both had better records than the Blazers.
Kevin, no doubt it's a tricky situation. Listen, you want to reward teams for winning their division, but every so often it comes at the expense of several other teams, like it did last year, who just play in stronger divisions. So I think that's something that the league is going to have to look at moving forward.
Another steal. The finish rips down the breakaway slam.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Decker kicks to Smith. Looking to end the run. Montejunas' shot is good. Montejunas has got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And that one's good.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Terry outside. Smith right side from 12 feet out. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Ian Clark's checked in for Brandon Rush.
Substitution.
Houston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Now here's Terry. T right on him. It's rebounded by Livingston. Livingston's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Livingston's got 43 points.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. There's 1:47 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Decker. A floater, and he lays it up and in.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Here's Livingston. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Livingston's got 45 points.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
And Montejunas with the basket on the assist by Terry.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Took him no time at all on that one. Livingston's got 48. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Decker dishes to Smith. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Livingston. Drops in the tray. Livingston's got 51.
It didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Here's Azili, sinks the triple.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
Here's Decker, and he gets it to go. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Livingston. Launches a three, missed. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal, got Kenny the Jet Smith. Without further ado, let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
No American Idol, but I get by. Wish I could tour with fifth wheel bus. Back to the real world, time to wake up, smell antifreeze. The land with big brothers bad to me. I got a blind date with destiny. I'm Mexican with an amazing race I get to be. Must stay out wickedly perfect.